everybody, Bob Chick back with Sugar Sean Ray for another exciting episode of Monday Night Muscle. And today, Sean, we go all the way.
We're global.
Global is the word. To Abu Dhabi, literally the other side of the earth. We got one of the best in the biz, the People's Champion. What's up, Roelly?
Good, bro. I'm here.
First time I met Roelly, he was competing in the, I don't know, it was the New York Pro or one of those. And I says, hey, man, how do you say your name?
Yeah.
And he says it's Roelly, like Marcus Rule.
Rule.
And I says, oh, okay, because everybody kept calling him Roelly. And I'm like, he doesn't look that round, you know what I mean? But now, for 100 points and control of the board, Sean, what is Roelly's real name?
Jason.
No, God.
I don't know. What's his real name? He has a fake name?
No, that's Roelly is a nickname. That's not his real name.
Oh, like the birth name that's on the birth certificate.
Correct, sir. Do you have any?
Well, he's from the island of Curacao.
All right, that's going to give you no idea
So that's
whatsoever.
Dutch, actually.
All right, go. It's okay. Hey, if that gives you a clue, go for it.
Bruce? No?
Bruce.
Go ahead.
Egberton Roelly Winklaar.
Egberton. Is it?
Yeah, you get it almost good.
Okay, what do you got?
My father, he got the English name.
Okay.
He got an English friend, and his grandpa name was Egberton.
Right.
We spell it like Egberton.
Right.
Like, you know, UK, always the Kings.
Yes.
Name is Egbert.
Edward, yeah.
And then the ton behind that. But exactly, my father can write, and he can write and he can read.
Okay.
It is he have everything on the paper. My name have to be Roelof, and yeah, he go take my name and it stay like that. And my aunties and uncle call me Roelly because my name have to be Roelof.
Wow.
They call me Roelly because the love.
Man, that's the long way around, man.
Bottom line is you had way too many names when you started, bro.
Good
okay?
grief. Well, I tell you what,
I
bet they never thought that would become a household name around the world in the pages of bodybuilding and fitness. Because, Roelly, last time I was out of the country, you and I think we were in Iraq, and I think before that it might have been Japan or China. I mean, is there anywhere that you have not been? Yeah,
you know, it's exactly the islands and lands around my country self I not been. I go everywhere in the world, but still the country next to me, I never been there.
Yeah, it's not the bodybuilding capital of the world.
No. Well,
that's wise. Yeah, that's wise. Yeah.
Let me guess, you were the only bodybuilder in Curacao.
Somebody else come out of there before you, besides your brother? Your brother's very good.
That is not true. You know, the island is so small, and they have a lot of good bodybuilders on my island. But I think the mentality to be a pro is difficult. You know,
hey,
we have a lot of good players, but the mentality that it's like a poor island. You know, it is difficult to be what I have to do, what a lot other can do.
Yeah, Flex Wheeler said that, is Darren Charles from where you're from in Curacao? Did you know that?
No, Darren Charles is from Trinidad.
He's from Trinidad
and Tobago.
I don't know why I listen to Flex Wheeler.
Don't ever listen to Flex.
He just wanted to get a shout out. He likes to hear his name. That was Flex Wheeler throwing that monkey wrench in there.
That was his mistake, not Sean's, just to make the record.
So
yeah, but it's the Caribbean. I'm happy that the people from the Caribbean can, you know,
close enough,
make what I make. It's something good because it's only named for the Caribbean people. Nobody know what's Curacao.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple people know that now. The Google maybe West Curacao. Everybody know Aruba, but it's next to Curacao.
Okay, yeah, I've been to Aruba.
Yeah, I've been there.
So how do we wind up in bodybuilding? Because you're on this island in Curacao. I'm assuming you're not like looking at the pages of Muscle and Fitness and wanting to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, because you're also going back and forth to Holland, correct?
Yeah, Netherlands is from. Curacao is from the Netherlands.
Correct. I know this.
And myself, when when I was 3, I go to Netherlands and raise up there.
Okay.
That's why my Dutch is better than my language self.
So they're two different languages, even though Curacao is the Dutch Antilles.
Yes.
Like slang, is it a slang? Is it similar?
It's difficult. It's like seven language in one.
Oh wow!
In the past, when all the slaves come, in the time from slave, all the people from my country of Caribbean are Africans. They're talking. You have Africans that speak Spanish. You have Africans that speak Dutch. You have Africans that speak French.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Flex. Since he threw that monkey wrench in there.
I speak flex.
You speak flex? Okay.
I speak flex. Yeah.
It is 7 language in one.
How many do you speak?
Yeah, how many languages?
How many languages do you speak?
I just speak the Dutch, English, and because I understand a lot of the Portuguese, the Spanish. It's kind of mix.
Well, man, so when you started your bodybuilding, were you in the Netherlands or were you in Curacao? How'd that happen?
When I started my body, I was in Netherlands.
Okay. And
home of William Bonek.
Not only, home of William Bonek, but also the flexing Dutchman, Barry DeMay. I imagine you had several. There's a Van Amsterdam, remember
Eddie Van Amsterdam? Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah.
Juliette Bergman, your 1985 Miss Olympia in Leona wasn't bad.
Yeah. Got some.
Yeah, the first people that I meet in the bodybuilding was Juliette Bergman and her sister.
What did they tell you? Like you got potential or something?
Right.
Yes, and still her husband Jim
Linsfield
is my bigger fan.
Yeah.
And he was telling me from beginning already that I'm a talent. And I remember exactly when I go the world champion in Shanghai 2003, I think 2005, 2005, yeah, 2005. When Dennis Wolf win his pro card.
Wow.
That was my third show, and he was telling already that I could do it someday. But so you don't believe that because you think people want to just make you happy to say something.
Right.
But he was already the Juliette Bergman, Jim. I don't know if you know him, but he was know me already. He told me already that I be something or ever in the bodybuilding.
So let me remind Bob, because he's a little bit younger than me by a few months. Jim Linsfield started Better Bodies out of Holland, and back then they had the Iron Man magazine, which was their equivalent to ours over here in the States. Had a very successful clothing line. He would bring a ton of people over to the FIBO. All the Dutch athletes would come over, including Barry DeMay and Juliette.
Wow.
And he was kind of like the Joe Weider over there in Holland. For us. He was like the guy that could spot talent, help the talent, get them photo shoots, get them in the magazines. And Juliette, of course, was massaging all of that for the athletes. So if he told you that, he knew what the hell he was looking at, Roelly. But who were you looking at when you finally realized I'm a bodybuilder? I want to look like this person. Was there somebody for you?
No, because in that time, I just was training for the fun. I was not serious. Exactly, not serious. I just training for like 2 weeks, 4 weeks for a show, and I just win the show too. And it's
must be tough.
I was natural too, and that's the part that nobody still was not believe that part, because I did Shanghai.
Yeah.
I was in I think the 90 kilo. I was heavy 90, and when I come there, I was shocked. I was like, well, damn, the guys are 90 and the same package, bigger than me. And I remember I make a picture with Dennis Wolf and with my brother, and I say from damn, how I can be like that. My brother said to me, brother, we have to change a lot, man.
You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you might have to actually.
How long after that did it take you to get your professional card?
After 4 years.
I believe that was the Arnold Classic in Ohio. You won the amateur
Arnold Classic.
Yeah.
I remember when Roelly turned pro.
What year was that again? I was the MC, I believe. What year was it?
To Arnold Classic 2009.
Yes, and so from there we'll fast forward because you went on not only to win the Arnold Classic, bro, but you also won the Open Arnold Classic, I believe. Was that in Brazil or was that over in Europe?
No, that is exactly the same competition.
The same competition.
Same competition. I went exactly. I was. You have heavyweight and super heavyweight.
Yeah.
I remember, and I was exactly 103. I have to go down 1 kilo to be super weight.
Hold on to that thought, Roelly. Since we're talking kilos, we're going to do the math because I know Bob needs an education. We're going to take a commercial break
Calculator.
and see if he knows what 103 kilos is right after this with Roelly Winklaar.
Okay.
All right, we are talking to the beast, Roelly Winklaar, by way of the Curaçao, Netherlands, and all over the place. Abu Dhabi at the moment. But Bob, we are talking kilos. 103 kilos is what Roelly Winklaar was weighing. How much is that in pounds?
Listen, we talk kilos. All I can think of is Scarface, and all I can think of is that weird app you got the other day that we all seen on your IG. That you look like a Chinese Jackie Chan.
Say hello to my little friend.
I don't know what's going on here, but
what is 103 kilos?
103 kilos
in pounds.
Isn't that like
2.2 pounds for a kilo? Do you know what it is, Roelly?
2.2. So it's what, like 50-something pounds?
I never weighed.
Don't know. That's a good question. They'll chime in on the comment section, but I know it's like 2.2 pounds, so it's probably like 200 and some odd pounds. Anyway, you were just at the beginning.
No, a kilo's more than a pound.
Kilos are 2.2 pounds.
So a kilo's less than a pound. So it's like 50% and a little more, right?
A kilo is a little bit more than a pound.
So it's like what, 210 pounds, something like that.
Well, how many kilos are you weighing today in Abu Dhabi?
You know, I just train like now.
No, how many kilos? How many kilos?
Now I am 125.
135 kilos. Bob,
no, 125.
125. Okay, I'm
125 kilos.
I want you to figure out the math on that.
If he was 150 kilos, he'd be like 300 pounds. So he's got to be like what, 275?
275.
Wow.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's your boy right there.
I don't know.
I like that.
270. Thank you, Flex Wheeler, off camera.
Okay, you're not 275 pounds by accident, Roelly Winklaar. We know that you must have some plans for this year coming up for the Olympia because it's all about redemption. You were on your way to the Olympia last December. You made it to Turkey and you had the wrong visa, couldn't get out of Turkey. And then I heard some rumors about COVID, which was going rampant. As a matter of fact, Bob got it, I got it, everybody got it. But everything that you worked for was gone. I know how long it takes to prep for the Olympia, and you were on your way to the Olympia. What did you do?
What happened?
I was starting prep very early this time because I was last year same time in Abu Dhabi, so I can't go Kuwait because Kuwait is still closed. My prep was longer than normal. I was feeling ready, good that time, and yeah, it is fucked up if you get there because you work so hard. And,
I sympathize with you because you couldn't do anything. You couldn't even guest pose, could you?
What?
You couldn't go anywhere and like make appearances. I mean, you couldn't capitalize on that prep after the Olympia was over. You're in shape and you have nowhere to go.
Well, hang on, because this is the first time we get the story from him, right? So what happened? Like you got stuck in Turkey? Like you were getting ready for the Olympia, right?
Yeah, I got stuck in Turkey with issues with my passport, and the 1 day stay in Turkey, I think I got it.
Got the COVID.
Only 1 day. Just the 1 day stuck. Like I will travel. Like I start today. I stayed in Turkey today. Next day was my flight, book again to go. But I had to do the COVID test, and that was all things.
Now, did you actually get COVID, or did the test just say you had COVID? Did you have any symptoms?
No, the test say I got COVID. Don't feel it. I was feeling good. I was very sad about it.
Come on.
And when I decided to go Netherlands, because I arrived in Netherlands and I was feeling that I got it through.
Oh, you felt sick after that. Okay, I had it and I only had 2 days of not being able to smell or taste. I didn't feel any physiological changes. I didn't feel like I had a cold. I didn't feel like I was congested. I felt nothing. I just couldn't taste my coffee and my peanut butter on my bagel for 2 days.
That had to be terrible for you.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
This guy misses the Olympia. He can't smell his coffee or eat his peanut butter. I mean,
so while you missed the Olympia, there was nowhere to go with this championship physique, because I'm sure you were looking pretty good and felt pretty good. You're on your way to America.
Even my coach was very set up about everything, because he was telling me, Roelly, I think this was your best chance. In the shape we got it last time we post, you got that show was yours. That he saved it. But
so what brings you to Abu Dhabi? Now, as world travelers goes, nobody travels more than this guy.
No, I mean,
Kuwait,
Curacao,
Abu Dhabi. I mean, you're all over the map. But what brings you to Abu Dhabi?
You guys know in Abu Dhabi is oxygen.
Yeah, they have oxygen.
I have to go. I have to go exactly to Kuwait.
Okay.
But Kuwait is closed. Closed.
We didn't know
nobody can come in.
Okay.
It's like closed for everybody, no matter who. If you're from there.
I know. I just talked to Bader last week, and he said everything is still closed.
There is super from people from there self, but the airport self is closed.
Okay.
Wow.
So now in Abu Dhabi, everything's open?
Abu Dhabi, most thing is like same. Abu Dhabi and Dubai is the same.
Right.
Okay.
Dubai, is everything open like normal, and Abu Dhabi almost the same. But exactly, I'm here for training and waiting when Kuwait go open so I can start my prep.
Okay, so we have to ask the $1 million question. Like, where's home?
Yeah, right.
Like, are you in an apartment? Are you in a hotel? Are you in a house? Are you in one of those sheiks?
No, I'm now in a hotel because I don't know when Kuwait go open. If Kuwait open next week, I go exactly next week. If it open tomorrow, I go tomorrow.
Okay, so you're just buying time. Yeah.
Yes.
And the magic formula over in Kuwait is the anabolic chicken over there. I mean, everybody wants to know
chicken. That's where
the
they
draw for Kuwait.
These are genetically
Why
enhanced
can't you just
chickens.
do this at home, Roelly? Why can't you just go to Curacao and lift weights? I mean, what the hell you got to go to? What's in Kuwait? You got a team?
You know, I think the focus for myself. I think the style training over there is for me more the machines. It's like wonderful to explain you if you train there.
I have trained there, and I could listen. I can understand absolutely why he was jonesing to get back to Kuwait and oxygen gyms and Bader and all that. As a bodybuilder, you can't beat it.
You're like a thoroughbred.
You can't beat it. Yeah, you
Derby.
cannot beat the equipment, the gyms,
hospitality,
the food. Right, you can focus. I mean, there is no better place on this earth to train
as a bodybuilder. But I mean,
than oxygen gym.
But I know you don't want to live where you necessarily work. But man, you're like
it's not somewhere where I want to live. But for me, for focus, just train, eat, and sleep is the best.
Yeah, and how does the family react to that? Because, I mean, you got family, and are you FaceTiming these guys all the time? Or you get homesick? You get lonely?
When I'm here?
Yeah.
No, here is everything is blocked.
I'm saying, are you there by yourself? I mean, what about home life?
Yeah, like I'm now at the moment I miss my whole family, exactly my niece. That just born like 3-4 months ago, but there's always a reason that you can reach them, talk with them, and everything. I miss them. Yeah.
I mean, they do trail. I mean, I met your niece when we were in Kuwait last time we were there. I met your niece or your daughter. Who was it that was with
my
you?
daughter? My daughter.
That was your daughter. Yeah. And so she was with them. I mean, so she was there in Kuwait, and we were hanging around.
Well,
and
I think my point is you give up a lot, bro. I mean, I remember you were training for, I think it was the Arnold Classic. You tore your hamstring, and things didn't go very well for you then. And then here you go, you put in all the work for the Olympia, and you can't even get out of the freaking airport to get to the Olympia. And now you're trying to come back, and of course you've got to qualify. And so the $1 million question is, where will we see you on stage next this year?
You know, I talked exactly 2 days ago with my coach, with Hamid Askar, and I saw him pictures, and he say we don't need a lot. Let's just focus like 8 to 10 weeks, and let's see what show we're gonna do.
Okay.
so you're looking at some of the later shows then. You're looking at either Chicago or Tampa?
You know, exactly in that shows, because I just started. I was like 4 weeks ago. I was in Seattle. It was my first training after 3 months because my country have lockdown. Because I train exactly 3 or 4 weeks now, and the other months I can do nothing. That's why I'm doing late show, because if I was ready, or if I was training already, I was maybe in all the shows that all passed by.
Well, you know, the Arnold Classic is now being brought back September 25th in Columbus, Ohio.
That's right, yeah.
That gives you a little bit more time. It's a little closer, but it would be your last shot at qualifying for
last
the
chance.
Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing now. And I don't want to take the risk to do the last shot, because
Smart.
Well,
you have days that you can be good. You have days you can be not good too. And I'm always be better after shows and shows, and I don't want to take the risk.
You remember the advice I gave you if you're going to try to improve, Bob? I gave him some solid advice. I said, work on your arms. I'm hoping that you worked. I'm hoping you worked on your arms in your off season.
Yeah, bigger arms. That's what's going to help you.
What do you got to do? I mean, what do you see? I mean, I told you what your weakness is. You got to work on those arms.
Yeah.
What are you going to work on to try to capture the eye of the judges and beat these other guys?
No, exactly. I think my back and my leg.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a lot of problems.
I think it's just honestly, I think it's just all conditioning at this stage. I mean, obviously you've got enough size.
Yeah.
The people love him. Listen, this is the people's champ.
Yeah,
right.
We've only had a couple of them.
And I know you took a lot of pride in that a couple years ago at the Olympia. Really, take us back to that moment. How was it being crowned the people's champ?
It was nice, man. The feeling that you get is. I don't believe it's like wow, because I know in the past my English is not so well. There's like I don't talk a lot with a lot of people because I know my English is not very good. That's why. But I was like that people like me, and it wasn't a good feeling.
Well, it's not based on English or any language. It's based on physiques, and the people from all over the world voted, and they voted you as their favorite, which is pretty cool. And you got that nice belt, People's Champ belt, which was nice. But it had to make you feel good inside, I assume.
Yes, true.
Well, one of those things where like the Americans get all the lion's share of the fame, but I think the People's Choice Award has only gone to foreigners.
It went to Roelly, it went to Hadi.
Roelly from Carousel, Hadi from
now,
Iran.
Big Ramy, right?
Big Ramy from Egypt.
Your current Mr. Olympia. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be, certainly not an American popularity contest. So far it's everywhere but.
Yeah.
What did you think about last year's Olympia? So you're not in the show. Clearly you're depressed. I imagine you're eating cheeseburger after cheeseburger over there in the hotel in Turkey. Were you able to watch the pay-per-view because you weren't able to attend? And what did you think about it?
I see everything. Everything. I was seeing everything.
What was going through your head, really?
All night.
Yeah.
It was feeling very sad that I could not be there. Yeah, it was fucked up. Let me tell you, it was
well put, my friend. So, Roelly, if you were able, hypothetically, if you were able to make it here to America, to Orlando, and you were in the Olympia, where do you think you would have ended up? Number one. So you think if you could have got here, that you could have given Ramy a run for his money, you could have beaten Big Ramy for the title?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
What's wrong with Rami's physique? Because we're trying to figure out where you were going to beat him at. I mean, you know your body pretty well. Where were you going to beat Big Rami? Is he bigger than you, by the way? I don't know.
No, yeah, Rami. Nobody is bigger than Rami.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know?
right. He's big.
Nobody's bigger than Rami.
Where do you beat him at? Where do you beat that guy?
I think dryness. Only the dryness I can beat Rami.
Yeah.
Nobody was dry that day.
Yeah.
Everybody was shaved that day, but nobody was dry the shape. And Rami was drier than everybody, than normal. And yeah.
You beat him
arguably,
before.
this was the best Rami we've seen. So you
Yeah,
don't
that's
take
right.
away from him that he won the show. He won fair and square.
But
Yeah.
you've actually beaten Rami in head-to-head competition.
Yeah, we beat each other. We both beat each other.
Yeah.
There's a moment from the day.
Yeah.
Some day you're better than the other days, and then you beat each other. But it was his day.
So Rami is not going to have to qualify for this year's Mr. Olympia. Knowing that, he's only got to focus, which is a little bit of an unfair advantage for some. You got to hit a peak, and then you have to hit it twice if you're trying to be Mr. Olympia.
And
so you know you've got to peak twice in this calendar year, and there might be a pretty good gap in between those two times, whereas Rami only has to do it once. But the main thing is getting back to the Olympia.
And Brandon Curry doesn't have to requalify, as obviously he's a former Olympia champ. I've seen Roelly for a year, right? This guy can't get flat. I've never seen him flat for a show. You come off a little bit, maybe you're holding a little water, right? You weren't 100%. You've never been flat, though.
How tall are you, Roelly? For those at home, what's your height?
I don't know it's an inch. You guys do
Centimeters, here we
inch.
go.
I do the centimeters.
Okay, I'll give that to Bob.
He's 5'8".
What is it?
5'8".
175.
175 centimeters.
5'8".
We'll have Flex
Trust
over
me
there
on this
do the
one.
math on the
I see
computer.
these guys all the time. He's about the same as Brandon Curry.
He's right
Roelly.
there. Rami's about 5'9".
Rami's taller than that. He's actually about 5'10".
Well, let's do some quick Q&A with you really quick. Phil Heath, should he retire, or do you think he's going to come back? Is he done?
I think Phil Heath is not. It's not his time to retire. It's
you
not
think
his
he'll
time. He's still in the top 3. Why you will retire?
Okay.
If you want to retire, if for a good finish, you have to retire when he was second. That wasn't a good time for him. But I think he still got it, and I think he will realize it when he be maybe 5, 6. Then he decides that he retire. But he still got it. That's why he will retire if he still got it.
Well, he's got a lifetime invitation, knowing that he's got those 7 Sandows at home. He can come back at any time. Nobody said anything about him coming back, but it could happen. Brandon Curry, is that a guy that you can take out, knowing what he's accomplished?
Brandon Curry?
Yes.
He's
okay.
He can still do it. He can still do it.
Is he good, or is he somebody that you can take out?
No, he's not gonna take out. No.
No. Listen, he said he thought he could have beat Rami this year. So he's certainly going to beat Brandon Curry, right?
Exactly. Exactly last year. I talking about last year.
Right.
I don't know the guys from now. They're training very hard.
You haven't
still
seen
training.
Okay.
I don't have the possibility to train couple months, but I was still believer myself till now.
What did you think of the package that Hadi Chupan brought this past Olympia?
I think his best Olympia was his first.
So he's done.
So last year it was like not so well. I think in 2019 he was better.
What do you think of the new kid, Nick Walker?
Oh, Nick Walker, he's danger.
Yeah.
He's danger. I tell him personally already, he's danger. I think the new guys that's coming is very good.
Hunter
Training
Labrada. Have you paid attention to Hunter Labrada? Have you seen him?
Yes, that 2 guys are the new guys that's coming. Is we have to look out for it.
Now, there's one name we haven't brought up because he hasn't been on the stage so far. But your thoughts on the returning of Flex, not Wheeler, Lewis?
Flex Lewis, he got it. Flex Lewis, he got always. We compete from the first shows that we both be pro.
Who's more dangerous to you? Flex Lewis returning at probably 225 or Brandon Curry?
Now you ask me something. You know,
That's a tough one.
yeah, it's a tough one because Brandon is just the Mr. Olympia, and
Yeah.
Flex Lewis just stopped for 2-3 years. But I think still that Brandon's still more danger because
Yeah. I think Flex Lewis has been inactive. He's going to have a little bit more to prove than Brandon. Brandon currently sitting at the #2 bodybuilder in the world with an Olympia trophy behind him. But we're going to find out a little bit. We're going to find out a little bit more about you, Roelly, the person. We know about you, the bodybuilder, but the person, the man. What do you do with your days? Are you just in this dark hotel sleeping all day, and people bringing you in cows to feed you? Or we're going to find out a little bit more about your personal life right after this commercial break at Monday Night Muscle.
You diet down, train hard, and supplement smart for months. When the time comes to step on stage, don't leave your tan to chance. Go with the pros. Pro Tan. #1 worldwide since 1987 and the official sponsor of the Olympia for the last 15 years. Don't step on stage without it. Pro Tan.
All right, Bob, back here at Monday Night Muscle, we were talking to the beast out there in Abu Dhabi where it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's what makes him the beast, okay?
Some real dedication to your
Let me tell you,
fans.
that's why he's the people's champ, Sean,
Yeah,
okay?
he gets
because
up-
when we asked if Roelly, it's like, hey, can you do a Monday Night Muscle? And we says, well, it's going to be like 3 a.m. this time. He says, I don't care what time it is.
That's it, man.
I want my time on Monday Night Muscle.
The dedication, we love it. But I was just talking about Roelly Winklaar, the person. So, Roelly, I know you just don't eat, sleep, and train, especially when you're home. You're a father. You have how many kids?
I have 3 kids.
You have 3 kids. How old are they?
My son is 21, and I have 2 daughters from 17.
Yeah, and you have your brother who was a budding bodybuilder for a while. Is he still bodybuilding?
Where's Quincy? We haven't seen him in a while.
You know, Quincy, just he's married and he have 2 kids.
Okay.
He live in Trinidad and Tobago, and he start with his wife. He start a farm, and it go very good with the farm. And exactly now it's like 1 year and a half. That country is locked down, like nothing come inside, nothing come outside, and he can do nothing, but he's still training, and he tried to be his best, but I think stage while
So
he have to change his.
So Quincy's not working on his calves. No, bro.
Quincy's working on his calves, no pun intended.
At the farm.
That's another Bob show. Are you working with any other companies that you're dealing with? Any companies you're working with?
I just signed with Yamamoto back again.
Okay.
I was already with Yamamoto. I just signed back again with them.
Yeah, you were with Yamamoto, correct?
I was with Yamamoto,
Yeah.
and 1 year I take another company, and then back in Yamamoto.
Okay, so they realized what they lost in the beast, man, and now you're back. Do you have any recreation? I mean, do you play the drums? Do you sing? Are you a dancer? What do you do in your spare
A
time?
dancer.
I don't know. Maybe you ice skate. I don't
That's-
know.
I can see.
You golf, Bob?
But I don't want to hear that. But no, I'm like a chill person. I like to swim.
Okay. Oh yeah, 300-pound swimmer.
Yeah, nobody floats like bodybuilders, right?
I like ride bike.
Nice.
You know, it's
Motorcycles
bike-
or bicycles?
motorcycle.
Oh,
motorcycle.
be careful, bro. Be careful.
Well,
Oh, you
actually-
crashed one time.
Yeah, he got into an accident, right? A while back where you got hurt.
Yeah, but it's if you're a real rider, don't matter how much time you fall,
Yeah,
you're still on the bike. You know, they say I be make on the bike. That's why, you know, my father died with a motorcycle accident.
Oh boy, jeez.
But that's why my mother don't want me on the bike. But
Does that make sense?
it's in my
Pretty good.
blood. It is in my blood. I can't with.
Now, what kind of bike are you riding? Are you jumping over mountains or are you racing at 180 miles an hour through the French Alps?
Yeah, I do couple things like that, and it's
Oh my
more,
God. Oh, just a couple of things like that.
and I do more stupid things on the motorcycle. I think it's
Thrill.
the
You're a
fast
thrill
speed
seeker.
and
Hey, do you have any video of you racing on the bike? You got anything like on YouTube?
no, because I'm not kind people like that because
It's all illegal.
So there's no evidence of you racing a bike.
That's right.
There's no evidence.
No, that's true because I'm not like you have guys that are 24 hours on the bike. I can be 24 hours on the bike, and it's danger too. I decide to not drive it as usable. I drive it. This I'm like a nice driver now.
You're a nice driver. Does that mean you're driving the speed limit? You don't break the laws?
No. How you call it?
You're more careful.
Drift.
You're cautious.
In Curacao, we drift.
You drift.
Like-
Oh.
Allegedly.
Drift like zzz.
I know what drifting is, bro. And that's not the speed limit.
Yeah, the speed limit and what we spin it like zzz.
Oh, yeah. The dirt?
Yeah.
On the dirt or in the street?
That's
Asphalt?
On the street, like
Wow.
the street,
Yeah,
with even when the car is coming, like we do like. Zzz.
yeah. Listen, his drifting is different than your drifting is like when you're watching TV these days and you're asleep at 20 minutes into the game. So
Yeah, but it's kind of that.
yeah, it's different than what he's doing.
Yes.
Trust me. But.
And the ways in Curacao is very dangerous. I tell you, it's very dangerous.
Well, try to listen. The last time you got hurt pretty good, so try to stay in one piece. Really, we want to get you back on the Olympic
Yeah,
stage.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I come with a high speed and a small street, and
Well, listen, that last accident was no joke. I mean, you got what was it? The handlebar or something that went into your side and punctured your.
no, the ram stuck in my hamstring.
Oh, jeez.
In your hamstring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there could be more dangerous
Well-
things like jumping out of airplanes,
Well,
Bob.
speaking of being on the safe side, I assume that you're going to get to the States well before
Early.
the Olympia this year.
Yeah. I tried this time to come earlier.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And maybe
Yeah.
maybe get the right visa. I mean, do you know what kind of visa to get now, or?
Don't go through Turkey.
Now everything done.
Okay.
Nothing can go miss. Nothing can go. miss.
You're not coming from Turkey, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, because I think you could have come through Holland, right? Couldn't you have gone through?
Yeah. You probably could have came through anywhere
Probably
other than
could have came
Turkey.
straight from
Yeah.
Kuwait, but anyway.
No, Holland was not possible. If I was coming from Holland, that was not possible that you come in the US. If you come from Holland, you have to go stay 2 weeks in quarantine. That's why Bernard go to Aruba so he can enter US.
Yeah.
So you thought you were being smart going through Turkey, and then it ended up backfiring on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, Turkey was, I think straight flight was the best.
Listen,
but
come a couple weeks early. Go hang out in Disneyland with Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. Right? Take some of the rides. Right? Be ready. But we got to get you back on the Olympia. Listen, this is a guy saying he can take out Big Ramy.
Yeah,
he's not messing around,
Hey,
bro.
Rami, here's what you're saying, because he's got to get a copy of this, Roelly. Is there anything you want to say to the champ directly so he can sleep uneasy?
no,
at night?
I'm very happy for Rami because we both was training oxygen.
Right?
We see each other every day.
Yeah.
We was both working hard for it, and I'm happy for him that he make it. You know, it is some brother from you where you train with, where you see every day that he make it. You know, it is every bodybuilder dream to be Mr. Olympia. But I will tell him, watch out, I'm coming.
Yeah, watch it. What did Rami say at the press conference? He said
winter is coming.
winter is coming, and now you're coming. So here we go.
And now
It's gonna be
Roelly
going
is coming.
down.
Yeah. So
The good thing is we're going to get a preview of you way before the Olympia at one of those qualifying shows. So that'll be a nice sight to see you get back on the stage. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to at 4 o'clock in the morning in Abu Dhabi? Maybe you want to talk to someone in Curacao or in Holland or.
I want to say to everybody that exactly from my country, we was all in lockdown. I don't see a lot of people that I want to see, but exactly my kids, because exactly my daughter that Bob meet, she was very set up that I go for months, weeks, that I can't travel either. I want to say I will make it better this year.
All right, Big Roelly.
Well,
thank you for waking up for this interview and joining us all the way out here at the Olympia headquarters, Bob.
Really, it's been great. Can't wait to see you back. It just wasn't the same last year without you, man. And we all knew that you were stuck in Turkey. We knew it was a bad situation because you were ready, and I know you were ready. And I can tell you're just can't wait to get to Orlando. Well, first to qualify, which I don't think you're going to have any problem doing, and then on the Olympia stage and get back that title of People's Champ and Olympia Champ.
We go do it.
All right, that's Big Roelly Winklaar calling in from Abu Dhabi. It's going to do it for here at Monday Night Muscle with Bob Ciccarello. Join us next week right here at Monday at 3 p.m. on Monday Night Muscle. I'm Sean Ray.